Good morning. If you'd please stand, and gentlemen, if you'd remove your caps for the Star Spangled Banner, please. You can now be seated. Great job, everybody. Good morning, class. Welcome to the 2014 Mentor High School Commencement Program. Today we recognize the senior class and award their academic achievements with the presentation of their diplomas. This class has worked hard to arrive at this day, and with pride that we honor them. Before we begin the ceremony, I would like to introduce the leaders of the Mentor Exempted Village School District. Their leadership and guidance make our school and students successful. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Our President of the Board of Education, Mrs. Mary Briner. Vice President of the Board of Education, Mr. Thomas Tuttle. Members of the Board of Education, Mr. William Shaw, Miss Sally Miller, Miss Jenny Gisling. Our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matthew Miller. Our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Dan Wilson. Our Assistant Superintendent of K-12 Instruction, Mr. Bill Porter. Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Mrs. Margaret Watson. Our Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Kathy Burnett. Our Director of Information Technology, Mr. Henry Hartman. Our Director of Curriculum, Mrs. Barb Bonas. Our Director of Business Operations, Ms. Jennifer Skolsky. Our Director of Community Relations, Ms. Kristen Kirby Estes. Curriculum Specialist, Mr. Larry Luciano. Curriculum Specialist, Mrs. Pam Farrell. Curriculum Specialist, Mr. Jeremy Shore. Our Assistant Principal of Curriculum Instruction at the high school, Mr. James McMahon. Our Unit 12 Principal, Mr. John Diamond. Our Unit 11 Principal, Mrs. Susie Chin. Our Unit 10 Principal, Mrs. Crystal Wolf. Our Unit 9 Principal, Mr. Kevin Medges. Our Coordinator of Career Tech Education, Mr. Jason Crow. Our Athletic Director, Mr. Jeffrey Casella. And representing various buildings throughout the Mentor schools, Special Education Supervisor, Ms. Linda Elegante. Shore Middle School Principal, Mr. Douglas Baker. Ridge Middle School Principal, Ms. Megan Kinsey. Lake Elementary Principal, Mr. Mike Lynch. Bellflower Elementary Principal, Mrs. Heather Hardy. Former Unit 12 and current Memorial Principal, Mr. Adam Dudziak. Thank you. The cumulative grade point average of 4.0 is the benchmark of academic excellence. To earn a grade point average of 4.0 demands extraordinary commitment to academic pursuit. Students who have achieved this benchmark have demonstrated superior effort, outstanding organization, and excellent use of their intellectual talents and abilities. Their achievement deserves to be recognized. It is my pleasure to introduce the students who have earned a grade point average of 4.0 throughout their high school career. Students, when your name is announced, please stand at your seat and remain standing until all the names have been announced. Please hold your applause until all are recognized. Kelly Adkins. Jacqueline Bocci. Jessica Bean. Jared Covert. Jamie Iben. Courtney Intihar. Kayla Knowles. Peyton Lewis. Dylan Linville. Kayla Melhorn. Sarah Meyer. Megan Maroney. Jennifer Mulhall. Caitlin Music. Rachel Skleter. Brock Venman. And Marissa Vessel. Congratulations, students. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Mentor Exempted Village School District, Mr. Matthew Miller.
Good morning. It is my distinct honor to welcome you all here today as we celebrate 609 Cardinals leaving the nest. 609 young men and women who will soon call themselves Mentor High School alumni instead of Mentor High School students. Class of 2014, your commencement day is here. On behalf of the Board of Education, your teachers, your principals along the way, and all of our staff at Mentor Schools, I'm the lucky one to say from all of us, congratulations. After 13 years of homework and hopefully hard work, let's take a minute here at this point in time to let your accomplishments sink in. You're about to receive your high school diploma, and this is not something that's simply being handed to you. You've earned it. All of you had to work hard to earn it. Let today be a wonderful and memorable milestone of your lives, yet still the beginning of accomplishments you have yet to earn. Took a lot of effort on your part to get here, no doubt. You were just small children 13 years ago when you started this journey in kindergarten. You were 5 years old or so, and at that point in time, your biggest focus in school may have been about holding your pencil correctly, staying inside the lines, counting past 100, and quite possibly recess. Today, many of you are officially adults already. You're 18 years old, and you've grown tremendously throughout this journey. Your thoughts have advanced to much more serious things, like, did I finally pass the OGT? Where will I go after high school? And what will I do? Some of you may have endured hardships to get here today, and for others, the path might have been a little bit easier, but it gets better. It gets better. No matter what your personal journey looked like to get at this point in time, you all made it. You're all on the same playing field now. One thing you have in common, no matter who you are, is you didn't have to make this trek alone. Whether it was your parents, your grandparents, other family members, or maybe just that one teacher or other staff member you really connected with. You all had support along the way, and that's one of the greatest things about life. To be successful, even to find the kind of success that changes the world, you will need to realize the importance of being able to rely on each other and support from others. It's equally important to be humble, gracious, and thankful for your support system. I would like to take this opportunity now to thank all the parents in the room, siblings, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and other family members who have helped shape the class of 2014 along the way. Thank you. Parents, we are grateful for your continued support and partnership with us, as we know you were their first teachers and the most important ones, and continued in that role right alongside the school district every step of the way. Thank you for entrusting us to provide the highest quality education to your children. I would also like to thank your extremely dedicated and hardworking teachers and staff that are here today, who provided with you the foundation and tools you will need as you leave Mentor High School bound for big opportunities, all of you. We are blessed to live in a supportive community that affords Mentor Schools the ability to, beyond the academics, offer more than 60 extracurricular activities, clubs, and athletic opportunities for students. Hundreds of you have participated, and you've excelled. We sit today among district and state champions, award-winning artists, musicians, summa cum laudes, the National Merit Scholars, and volunteers of thousands and thousands of community service hours, and for that, we are extremely proud of you. Please, please, do not let this be your peak in life. Let it only be one highlight clip on a very long reel of many. Continue to reach for your dreams and never settle for less than your best. Remember, you choose your attitude every day. You do. Choose to be happy. Choose to work hard. And if you didn't make choices you felt proud of when you were in high school, choose to change now. These are the most important lessons we can leave you with, because at this point in time, you've all reached a new beginning, all of you. Life won't always be easy or fair, and at times you will fail before you succeed. But my hope is we have given you the power to become lifelong learners, and when you combine that with critical skill, self-motivation, I am confident you can't be stopped. The final thought I'll leave with you today is that while I am proud of what you've accomplished, I am more interested and more excited about where you're headed and where you're going. Where will you be in 2024, 2034, 2044? And at that point in time, only if you found success and if you found happiness, then I know you've succeeded. Cardinals, I hope we have given you the foundation to soar. Congratulations, class of 2014. Good luck in your endeavors, and remember, once a Cardinal, always a Cardinal. Thank you. At this time, it is now my privilege to reintroduce to the podium the principal of Mentor High School, Mr. William Wade.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Madam President, members of the board, Mr. Miller, parents, family, friends, and honored guests, I would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2014. As we celebrate this beginning, I wanted to first take you back. The year is 1996. You're being born, and I'm sitting in a ceremony just like this in Lansing, Michigan, graduating like you are today. I was beginning my life after high school with a world of hope and possibility. Just think, in 18 years, if you play your cards right, you too could be old and a principal. But let's continue with your journey up to this point in time. The world was supposed to end in 2000, but you and your family survived the Y2K scare, and when you were in kindergarten, the iPod and Xbox were being invented. When most of you were 5, our world was changed forever on 9/11, and we've been at war in the Middle East continually since you were in first grade. Your searches have always included Google, and since second grade, despite the demonization by your teachers, you've probably frequented Wikipedia. In your fourth grade year, social media exploded with the introduction of MySpace, and BlackBerry introduced their first smartphone. Both are obsolete. Coincidence? I think not. During your fifth grade year, Facebook was launched, and so did another ironic parallel, the start of the Great Recession. And for your 10th birthday, you probably were asking for a Wii, Nintendo DS, or maybe even a PS3. As you transitioned into sixth grade, you probably read your first tweet, and someone you know may have done so on their new iPhone. During seventh grade, our first African-American president was elected, and you may have even played for him in our band as a junior when he spoke in our gymnasium. Right before you entered high school, the first iPad was released. While we were dominating in the classroom, in athletic competitions, on the stage, or in the studio, you probably shared your memories on Instagram or even took a snap. As you can see, the world has drastically changed since 1996. We are more connected than ever and regularly use a variety of technology to simplify our lives. Everything is at our fingertips. We live in an ever-changing world, and who knows where the next 18 years will take you and what new and innovative things will change our lives. One thing is for sure, the education and experiences that you have received while at Mentor Public Schools have set you on the right path. Where you go from here will be determined through your hard work, perseverance, and the relationships you form. This past winter, I had the pleasure to hear Coach Trevisano speak to the Mentor Chamber of Commerce about success. It was one of the times in my life I heard someone describe the keys to success so well. What was even better was the pride and passion he displayed for our students, school district, and community. I take some of his points with you today to share in your last lesson here at Mentor High School. 1, have a burning desire to be great. I don't care what it is, but find something you love and that you're good at, and attack every day you have like it's your last. Live life to the fullest and be the best you can be. Do not shortchange yourself or those around you by not giving your best. Every day you wake up, make it a great day. You choose your attitude, like Mr. Miller said, so choose it to be great and take pride in what you do. Leave the world a better place because of what you have done and what you have contributed. 2, the desire to be great alone is not enough. It takes hard work. Take nothing for granted. You need to outwork everyone. Show up on time. Be the first one in and the last one out. The harder you work, the more opportunities you will create for yourself. 3, realize life is competitive. You're not going to start at the top. You have to earn your way. At times in life, it's going to be tough, and you're going to have to persevere and fight through. You're going to have successes and failures. Stay the course. Enjoy your successes, but continue to work hard. When you fail, don't dwell on it. Use it as a learning opportunity and move on to be better prepared for the next challenge. The difference between a successful person and a failure is a successful person learns from their mistakes and uses them as opportunities, not as obstacles. And lastly, have an attitude of gratitude. You need to surround yourself with good people who love and support you. A person is only as successful as the people they have around supporting them. Remember to thank the ones who got you here. I leave you with this. Each of you have shown by your presence here today that you possess these traits. Each of you, through your different journey here today, have shown you understand the importance of education and hard work. 1996 seems like a long time ago. I leave you with a challenge that in 2032, 18 years from today, that though you too now will be old, you will have few regrets, a life that is filled with health, success, and most importantly, happiness. Congratulations to the class of 2014. I would like to now introduce your senior class president, Mr. Brian Daly.
Good morning, fellow graduates, administrators, teachers, families, and friends. Thank you all for being here to join in this momentous occasion. I would like to share with you a few lines of a song that have served as inspiration to me since kindergarten. This song, called The Impossible Dream, is from the musical Man of La Mancha, which is one of the most profound and uplifting stories in musical theater history. This opening passage emphasizes what every one of us should feel about life. The lyrics are, to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. While this entire opening serves as an excellent creed, I have chosen to highlight only a few lines. The first line of this song is what I think should capture the spirit of what today is all about. To dream the impossible dream. To many of us, going into our first day of elementary or preschool, the thought of graduation seemed an impossible dream. I doubt any of us even knew what graduation was. In fact, up until a few weeks ago, the impact of graduation still hadn't even hit me. Leaving Mentor, my family, my friends for so many years, everything I am familiar with to go off to college seems so unreal, a very impossible dream. Yet here we are. Our impossible dream has become a reality. The point of this statement is to always dream big, no matter how impossible the dream. With some hard work and some perseverance, anything is possible. You may have heard the expression, throwing caution to the wind. While I cannot advocate this sort of behavior, I can charge you all to run where the brave dare not go. You should always look for and try new things, meet new people, constantly expand your horizons. Life is too short to spend doing the same things over and over again. Who can forget the hashtag YOLO that started a couple years ago during our high school tenure? For those of you who may not be technologically with it, YOLO stands for You Only Live Once. You only live once, so why not live life to the fullest? Instead, rather than stand idly by, don't walk, but run to where new experiences await. We stand at a precipice now. Where we go, what we decide to do is now up to us and us alone. Our entire lives are set before us. Now, more than ever, are we close enough that we can strive to reach the unreachable star. From this day forward, anything is possible. We can have an infinite number of dreams, an infinite number of goals, an infinite number of new experiences, an infinite number of possibilities. We can reach the heavens, we can touch the sky, and we can grab a hold of that unreachable star, our now possible dream. The Mentor High class of 2014 has the potential to become the farthest reaching, the most outgoing class MHS has seen so far. So I charge you, my fellow graduates, to dream the impossible dream and reach that unreachable star. Thank you. I would now like to welcome our speech contest winner, Ms. Nina Rue.
Thank you, Brian. And thank you to everyone else's family and friends for coming out here today and making it possible. Before I begin, I would first like to thank my mom and my dad for pushing me in everything I've done and for helping me be a better person. I'd also like to thank my brother Nico and my sister Anna for creating a wonderful sibling rivalry that sometimes leads to us fighting over whose turn it is to do the dishes, but also leads to us pushing each other to make us better people. Last year, my brother had the honor of standing at this podium and addressing his graduating class. So naturally, this sibling rivalry kicked in, leading me here to this podium addressing you all today. Now, I know we've all had that scary talk about the future with our parents. Mine went a little something like this. Nina, whatever you do in life, be better than your brother, so you'll embarrass him and not us. Not to mention, it's hysterical how defensive he gets when his little sister upstages him. And secondly, whatever you do in life, give it your all, because anything less than that is just a waste of your time. Well, sorry, Nico, but Mom and Dad did tell me to give it my all. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and for the rest of my life. Because nobody knows what the future has in store for us. But what we do know is that our choices play the largest role in who we become. Now, I'm not gonna stand up here and talk to you about how great football games and stall the teacher days were. Instead, I'm up here to talk about the power that Mentor High has instilled in each and every one of us. The power that Mr. Miller alluded to in his speech. By the way, that's called a spoiler alert. I'm here to talk to you all about the power of choice. From taking a moment to appreciate the fact that the new standardized learning objectives was just another test with the ironically funny abbreviation of SLOW, to getting around to that research paper eventually, we've all hit a few walls in these past 4 years. However, attending Mentor has allowed us to push through those walls, giving it our all, leading us to the seats we're sitting in today. By going past our comfort zones, we've chosen to strive for greatness. We worked for every one of our state championship titles, whether it be in basketball or speech and debate. We worked for every top performance ranking after music competitions, every standing ovation after phenomenal shows, and every medal and trophy earned for our academic efforts. We've chosen to be the best by achieving what we worked for in all of our past experiences. As we move on to the next stage of our life, we must carry the power of choice with us. And as we move on to bigger and better things ahead of us, we must remember that we are the sum of our experiences. Every class that we took, every sport or club we excelled in, and every community event we supported defines our character up to this moment. With family, friends, and teachers wondering what great feat we will tackle next, we walk across the stage today to accept our diplomas, knowing that we all have choices to make. We must choose to be great. We must choose to take everything Mentor has taught us and carry it with us into the next chapter of our lives. We've been given one life to achieve greatness. So let's achieve it, because greatness doesn't come from just sitting around. It doesn't come from waiting for things to be handed to us. And it certainly does not come from wishing for things to happen. But instead, greatness comes from getting up every time we get pushed down. It comes from our choice to work for something we believe in. Greatness is a result of character and our ability to move beyond our potential. Our choices from our past have helped shape the people we are today, and our choices today will help shape the people we are tomorrow. We must all remember the lessons that Mentor has taught us about dedication, staying strong for others in times of need, and coming together as a community to create a sense of unity. And of course, hashtagging once a card while doing all of those things. It's finally time for us to grow on our own and be remembered for everything we've done in our past and will do in our futures. Let's be remembered for our accomplishments, for all of our experiences, for the leaders we will become. Let us choose to be remembered for dedication, for courage, and for forging new paths. Let us remember that the life we live is the life we choose. So today, we are the Mentor High School Cardinals class of 2014, the class who will choose to live a life worth living. Now, with all of that said, there's only one thing left to do. Everybody smile, because we're graduating. Congratulations, class of 2014. We did it.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Brian. Mrs. Briner, members of the Board of Education, and Mr. Miller, it is with pride and confidence that I present you the class of 2014 to you and certify that they have met the requirements for graduation established by the State of Ohio and the Mentor Exempted Village School District. Mrs. Briner, the class of 2014.
Thank you, Mr. Wade. On behalf of the Board of Education, we proudly receive the class of 2014 as completing the requirements necessary to be granted a diploma on this day, May 31st, 2014.
Thank you, Ms. Briner. I remind you that today's ceremony is both a dignified and happy event. In order to preserve the dignity of commencement, we ask that parents, family members, and other guests not call out, whistle, or applaud when your senior receives his or her diploma. Please exhibit appropriate, respectful behavior and hold all applause until the last graduate has been introduced. This way, we can ensure that all students' names are heard and everyone's given the respect that they received during this dignified event. We appreciate your cooperation for an expeditious and polite ceremony. At this time, it is my pleasure to present the diplomas to the officers and leaders of the class of 2014. Brian Patrick Daly. Abby Christine Zajkowski. Caitlin Rose Horn. Justin Andrew McMahon.
Kaya M. Powell. Nicholas James Abeja. Melissa Abbott. Kelly Adkins. Tyler Ian Adkins. Rachel N. Al-Alami. Bradley Elias Antoon. Amy Marie Arslanian. Reem Abdul Atiyah. Camry Alante Augustus. Savannah L. Austin. Jacqueline Marie Bacci. Cecilia Marie Bacchiel. Monica Elizabeth Bailey. Samuel Wells Baker. Brandon Anthony Balish. Andrew Scott Benari. Rachel Elizabeth Ban. Croy Michael Barbian. Tyler Nathaniel Barclay. Caitlin Suzanne Berenz. Alexander Jacob Barrich. Dania J. Bernard. Sean Michael Baresi. Madeline Basie. Zachary Adam Bauer. Jessica Nicole Bean. Trevor Aaron Beecher. Alexander Carl Beckler. Brianna Emily Becker. Faith Elizabeth Bedzik. Hallie Lynn Beach. Sarah Helen Belke. Jacob Robert Berardinelli. Kent Michael Berger. Haley Jenna Bergach. Marina Bibidakis. Brittany A. Bird. Ariel Maria Bertley. Cassandra Lee Bertley. Cassandra Bizjack. Stephanie Brooke Bizoski. Jeremy Robert Black. Cody Leroy Blackwood. Daniel Michael Besh. Argiro T. Bogantis. Elena Christine Bohannon. Pepo Bojic. Rayvon K. Bowles. Wesley Robert Bolus. Trevor James Boslett. Louis Carmine Botigi. Corey Micah Bova. Rachel Boyd. Cami L. Brancato. Ryan Andrew Brass. Lauren E. Bresky. Mitchell James Brining. Rachel E. Britton. Henrik Cornelius Bruckerbaum. Nicole Catherine Brown. Jamie Alicia Brose. Lane Renee Broncala. Caitlin Brianne Buchanan. Joseph Allen Burke. Zachary Mitchell Burke. Alexandra Nicole Butler. Samantha L. Butler. Mackenzie Marie Burns. Kayla Joanne Campola. Nicholas James Canavino. Monica B. Capel. Adam Joseph Carasani. Nathan Robert Carey. Trevor G. Carmichael. Michael Anthony Carnabucci. Samuel Stephen Caspio. Leah Nicole Casella. Nicholas Patrick Caton. Emily Ann Chesborough. Brittany Nicole Chips. Eric Michael Christensen. Jordan E. Sindrick. Gianna Marie Sorelli. Angelica Claire Clark. Vanessa Ann Cobb. Jacob Benjamin Cohen. Alexandra E. Collingwood. Akira Catherine Nicole Collins. Sean Gilbert Connors. Cassandra Contrucci. Ashley Elizabeth Coral. Dominic Anthony Costanzo. Michael Edward Costello. Anthony Richard Kostelak. Jared Douglas Covert. Justin Andrew Covert. Tyler Magnus Cox. Jacob Marshall Crawford. Daniel Curtis Crowder. Rico David Cruz. Mitchell Thomas Culp. Maya Svetkovic. Jomar Pototan Degas. Dominic Michael Deanna. Courtney Lynn Darnell. Lindsay Marie Davenport. Alexander Lee Davis. Cody Robert Davis. Jeffrey Stephen Davis. Christine Danielle Dawson. Caitlin Ashley DeLamata. Kayla Lynn Deary. Amber Renee Dell. Vincent A. DeMichelle. Austin J. Demore. Anthony Edward Dengel. Amanda Jean Dessner. Justin D. Duciano. Samantha Joyce Devine. Christina Marie DeCola. Jared Thomas DeFonso. Eric Harry DeMack. Alicia Marie Dupree. Catherine Rose DeSanto. Casey Evans Dose. Amanda Catherine Dodge. Andrew J. Donnelly. Ian Adam Donnelly. Zachary B. Dragus. Gabriella Marie Drago. Emily Justine Drake. Anna Drzetic. Andre Drzetic. Matthew John Duda. Anthony Louis Dudas. Adam Thomas Duganzik. Sabrina Nicole Duganzik. Tamra Dujmovic. Colin Parker Eady. Jamie Rose Iben. Emily Nicole Elkins. Ryan C. Ellsworth. Matthew Ronald Erksleben. Matthew Robert Fairchild. Marissa M. Farabee. Nicholas A. Filler. Darian Warren Finley. Julia E. Fisher. Shelby Lynn Fisher. James Flaherty. Erica Marie Fleischauer. Jordan Alejandro Flores. Ashley Elizabeth Fortuna. Paige Mackenzie Fowler. Jasmine Michelle Frangos. Sabrina Alexandria Frederick. Brandon Charles Fritz. Kelsey Catherine Frosteri. Tara L. Fleiter. Kayla M. Gabor. Michaela Marie Gabriel. Alan Gregory Garbeloff. Jason Douglas Garlock. Rachel M. George. Amanda N. Gerson. Kaylee Michelle Gilbert. Sean Patrick Michael Gilday. Andy Marie Giunta. Kimberly Ann Glebe. Eric Morton Goldstein. Jason Eric Goldstun. Aaron M. Gordon. Brendan Michael Gorham. Catherine M. Gorgip. Lindsay Ann Grayling. Nicole Marie Graff. Sydney Rose Granito. Marissa Ann Gray. Morgan E. Green. Todd M. Green. Alexandria J. Greer. Nicholas David Grieg. Emily Catherine Griffin. Nevada Nona Mae Grissom. Virginia Caitlin Grohl. Brianna Marie Gromick. Sydney Elizabeth Grove. Ebony Guzman Robles. Elizabeth Diana Haffey. John Patrick Hagan. Kyle C. Hagee. Thomas John Haight. Shannon Marie Hall. Austin James Hankins. Madison Jean Hansen. Susan Renee Hardman. Devin Michael Hardy. Quentin Daniel Harrison. Sarah Z. Hassasna. Ian Duncan Hawthorne. Benjamin Gordon Hecox. Jordan Alexis Hearn. Joseph Louis Hedgedus. Andre Charles Heil. Mark Allen Helmick. Jacob Taylor Henry. Kristen Elizabeth Herman. Jasmine May Hernandez. Emily Elizabeth Heron. Tyler E. Holenderski. Nikki Lee Honrein. Elizabeth Grace Horton. Jacob von Hostutler. Michael A. Hauser. Daisy Celeste Howard. Miranda Lynn Howell. Lindsay Ann Iafalise. Nicole Francis Iafalise. Sabrina Ziad Ibrahim. Darren Scott Ingram. Courtney Nicole Intihar. Patrick David Iskra. Dragana Iveljic. Africa Totiona Cher Jackson. Alexandria Lynn Jackson. Austin Sean Jacumane. Denny Bob Johnson. J. Allen Johnson. Lauren Elizabeth Jones. Leona Jasmine Jones. Michaela Marie Judy. Elizabeth Michelle Uhas. Alexis Julian. Nathaniel Robert Jerkago. Rebecca Kathleen Kaminsky. Christopher Carl. Brandon Michael Kasberg. Sean Eugene Kosick. Mesa Therese Kakabani. Carissa Kerr. Maxwell Robert Keller. Alexis Marie Kennedy. Randall John Kennedy. Lucas Russell Kern. Autumn L. Carey. Nicholas David Ketterman. Kate Keverline. Alyssa N. Klatt. Brianna May Nazer. Ariel Ann Noble. Hannah Blair Knafel. Paige Reed Knafel. Kayla Marie Knowles. Matthew K. Kobatish. Eric Donald Kosis. Emily R. Kolar. Patrick Coletta. Luka Komjenovic. Madeline M. Contra. Kara Lindsay Copan. Brett Edward Corsock. Jordan Marie Kramer. Samantha J. Kramer. Marley Renee Krapinski. Jessica Taylor Krejci. Connor J. Krasancic. Carissa D. Kruder. Sarah Jean Kurtzinger. Zachary Stephen Laird. Kyle Dirk Langdon. Michael Duffy Langdon. Christopher John Lanham. Valentina Lapik. Brianna Elizabeth Latta. Griffin Alexander Lau. McKenna Diane Lane. Molly J. Layton. Ian Leake. Matthew William Leiker. Johannes Lemke. Francesca B. L. Lepp. Anthony James Lita. Amanda Francis Ludi. Jane Lavar. Haley Renee Lewis. Peyton O. Lewis. Nicole Marie Link. Dylan Jacob Linville. Juliana M. Lebowski. Jacob Christopher Lombardo. David J. Longcar. Dominic J. Longo. James Dean Longo. Mitchell Ray Luce. Evan William Lovick. Jenna Rain Lunato. Joshua James Lyons.
Dominic Anthony Matta. Delvon Tay Maddox. Matthew A. Madison. Michaela Joy Magloski. Joanne Maikut. Marissa Grace Mayo. Kayla O'Neill Mailhorn. Josie Ann Mansberger. Cheyenne Haley Manis. Matthew John Markowitz. Mark Yvonne Markolin. Jacob Marcuse. Francesca Lynn Marsiglio. Jessica T. Martucci. Sanda Matanovic. Angela Ann Mathers. Sierra Nicole Matthews. Morgan E. Matthews. John Joseph Morenz. Joshua P. McBride. Brooke Nicole McCall. Zachary William McClung. Cade Robert McClure. Keith P. McCormick. Michael David McCoy II. Daniel J. McCurdy. Amy Elizabeth McDonnell. Sarah Elizabeth McFarland. Sarah Jean McLaughlin. Melanie Casey McGrath. Brandon Patrick McHugh. Dylan James McIntyre. Mason James McHenrick. Nicole Ray McKimmey. Kennedy Elizabeth McMillan. Noah C. McNeil. Anthony C. Medina. Megan Ann Meek. Shannon Ann Meek. Natalie C. Meeks. Catherine Marie Meggery. Sarah Elizabeth Meyer. Jessica Lee Meltvet. Dylan James Merritt. Amanda M. Mersick. Emily Carmela Michalski. Eric Charles Miller. Mason Matthew Miller. Maria C. Marable. Kyle Michael Misensic. Susanna Alyssa Misko. Andrew Stephen Megling. Emily Parker Molesky. Kyle Benjamin Moore. Alexandra Ann Morgan. Emily Elizabeth Morgan. Megan Marie Mormino. Megan Elizabeth Maroney. Megan Wenger Morris. Shannon Olivia Morris. Mitchell J. Morrison. Elena Denise Matiunas. Jeremiah Mowery. Joseph James Moroka. Eric Edward Morozic. Jennifer Kathleen Mulhall. Michael John Mern. Jamie Lynn Murphy. Tyler Jordan Music. Ariel Marlena Muchler. Caitlin Lee Music. Michael E. Music. Gabriella Elizabeth Myers. Jared Francis Myers. Brandon Michael Nails. Luke Matthew Nelson. Emily Rose Nerici. Fox Daniel Nicely. Michael A. Nicholson. Alec Ryan Nimmo. Lucas Henry Nolan. Timothy Knoll. Christopher Noonan. Dallas J. Noonan. Cody Isaiah Norsik. Elena D. O'Brien. Justin Thomas Oceanero. Ian Charles Odo. Paul Thomas Ojanpa. Jennifer Lee Ulree. Colleen Aaron O'Malley. Christian Joseph Andarza. David Lee Osborne. Nicholas David Oslin. Michael Nicholas Hours. Sierra Joelle Patchinger. Catherine M. Padden. Stephanie Morgan Palfy. Lauren Cheryl Palmer. Valentina Panic. Dylan Andrew Papp. Zachary D. Parisi. Shane Lewis Perino. Brandon L. Parsons. Justin M. Parsons. Bailey James Pasalacqua. Drew Parker Patterson. Sarah N. Patterson. Michael Angelo Pisi. James Michael Pachotsko. Tyler Robert Pankowski. Michael Thomas Pensky. Joseph Richard Petch. Kylie Lauren Peterson. Eve Marie Pfeiffer. Shelby Lynn Phillips. Wade Wolford Phillips. Rachel Lynn Piazza. Bethany Ellen Pike. Christopher Stephen Pillar. Rico Joseph Pirzoli. Mackenzie Giuseppina Pizzo. Corey Allen Plavkin. Kristen Renee Poe. Nicholas Pona. Richard A. Pongonis. Garrett Evan Poole. Stephanie N. Pozar. Ryan George Pasapenka. Ryan Brett Posner. Caleb Timothy Potter. Miranda R. Polton. Evan William Powell. Paige Elizabeth Powers. Amanda Brianna Pratt. Josip Radeljak. Mate Radeljak. Stepan Radeljak. Rachel Marie Ramondo. Madison E. Ranney. Connie Marie Raspberry. Gregory Jeremiah Raspovic. Brandon James Ray. Mark Robert Riley. J. Andrew Ryman Jr. Andrew Travis Johnston Relic. Tyler Stephen Remington. Brianna Lee Rickett. Lucas Michael Ricketts. Michael Andrew Ritchie. Tiffany Ann Roberts. Jacqueline Nicole Robinson. Michaela Ann Rocco. Nicholas Rogers. Alexa A. Romano. Thomas L. Roos. Ryan Andrew Rovniak. Nina Merrill Rue. Armando Ruiz. Robert E. Rule. Emily Brooke Russell. Alexander Edward Rutkowski. Daniel A. Ryan. Sherry Marie Rudzinski. Megan J. Salerno. Alyssa Elizabeth Saltz. Jason Samuel Sansevera. Cassidy Jade Santorelli. Liliana Michael Saka. Hope Marie Scarvelli. Alexander Scott Schimmelman. James Michael Joseph Schlegeter. Daniel Louis Schneider. Hannah Nicole Schultz. Kristen N. Scott. Mackenzie Lynn Seaton Todd. Lauren Michael Seabush. Alexander Thomas Cease. Alexandra Nicole Sight. Camille M. Seifried. Julian Charles Sellers. Amy Louise Sen. Jonathan T. Subchinsky. Kaylee Louise Severino. Raymond Rosario Sherman. Scott Joseph Sherrod. Sarah Marie Shatina. Morgan Schick. Katie Sarah Shimko. Pascal Sieber. Triton Melvin Seamaz. Danielle Renee Sigel. Tara Nicole Signorelli. Sarah Caitlin Sykon. Rachel Ann Skleter. Alexander James Scalina. Alec Edward Slovenik. Matthew Scott Smalley. Andrew Scott Smith. Christina Lynn Smith. Corey Michael Smith. Cynthia K. Smith. Elizabeth Ann Smerdell. Chelsea Ariel Sobel. Lydia Julia Solden. Sarah Libby Sutkovsky. Eugene James Spiker. Michael J. Spizak. Joseph Patrick Stack. Shelby Virginia Stapleton. Bethany Elaine Stephenson. Brandon Andrew Jack Stewart. Isaiah Alexander Stewart. John Paul Nicholas Stibora. Jesse Francis Stinson. Jasmine Mariah Stoneman. Elizabeth Emma Story. Adam Joseph Strukel. Victoria Marie Stupecki. Andrew Jonathan Super. Jessica A. Sutton. Sarah Marie Sutton, or Marissa Sutton, excuse me. Shayna Rose Swerdlow. Jennifer Lynn Swatell. James D'Artagnan Swider. Zachary Andrew Sapanos. Dylan J. Tanner. Nicholas Joseph Terach III. Jamie Leanne Tadalinsky. Hannah Taub. Kevin Alexander Takansik. Sierra Tay. Sydney Marie Thomas. Taylor Marie Thomas. Aaron Daniel Thompson. Brittany Marie Thompson. Timothy R. Thompson. Stephanie L. Tyrak. Ivana Bianca Tomic. Joseph Austin Tomlitz. Nicholas Austin Toth. Ryan Marie Trivette. Mackenzie A. Tribbiano. Miranda L. Tribbiano. Mariah Nicole Trubisky. Heen Huang Trong. Jessica Cherney. Brandon David Tennell. Mitchell Dean Tungquist. Caitlin Rose Turkey. Abigail Christine Uhr. Kayla Christine Olbrich. Megan E. Ewell. Ryan A. Ewell. Brooke Ann Vadnal. Latana me vatananana. Brock William Venman. Marissa Angelica Vassell. Andrew Jonah Vicente. Alexander Michael Vitalik. Samuel Evan Vilk. Alyssa Grace Vitolo. Callan Jessa Vos. Christian Scott Vokirka. Jeffrey Cody Vorndran. Josip Vukancic. Dana Joseph Wadge. Heather L. Walker. Rachel Lee Wallace. David Michael Wallach. Jacob M. Walland. Heather A. Walster. Aaron Scott Wank. Alan Mark Wardiner. Eliza Ray Watson. Elizabeth Ruth Weaver. Tristan R. Weber. Daniel Joseph Weiss. Daniel Joseph Wenzel. Ashley Marie Westbrook. Kayla Marie Wheeler. Haley Louise Whitcomb. Heidi E. Widmer. Anna C. Wild. Caitlin N. Williams. Peter James Williams. Tyler Theodore Williams. Samuel R. Wilson. Jacqueline Jessica Wisniewski. Hannah Ray Young. Caitlin Zdanowitz. David Anthony Zay. Dominic Raphael Zuli. Taylor Ann Zerzow. Krista Zivzik. Mario Giuliano Znauer. And Matthew John Zolchek.
Good. Keep that going. Nice job, everybody. Congratulations. Life is like a roller coaster. You will experience some challenges, similar to the steep inclines. Unexpected curves will come your way. Lean on a friend. Dark tunnels may be a bit scary. Hold on to a friend. At some point, you'll be able to coast. Enjoy the moment. Today, we're at the park's entrance in the ride of your life. Ride all the rides. Take some risks. Step out of your comfort zone. Experience all the rides. take a friend, hold on to a friend, or become a friend. But most of all, live, love, laugh. Speaking of roller coasters, let's take a ride on one right now.
Severino. Raymond Rosario Sherman. Scott Joseph Sherrod. Sarah Marie Shatina. Morgan Schick. Katie Sarah Shimko. Pascal Sieber. Triton Melvin Seamaz. Danielle Renee Sigel. Tara Nicole Signorelli. Sarah Caitlin Sykon. Rachel Ann Skleter. Alexander James Scalina. Alec Edward Slovenik. Matthew Scott Smalley. Andrew Scott Smith. Christina Lynn Smith. Corey Michael Smith. Cynthia K. Smith. Elizabeth Ann Smerdell. Chelsea Ariel Sobel. Lydia Julia Solden. Sarah Libby Sutkovsky. Eugene James Spiker. Michael J. Spizak. Joseph Patrick Stack. Shelby Virginia Stapleton. Bethany Elaine Stephenson. Brandon Andrew Jack Stewart. Isaiah Alexander Stewart. John Paul Nicholas Stibora. Jesse Francis Stinson. Jasmine Mariah Stoneman. Elizabeth Emma Story. Adam Joseph Strukel. Victoria Marie Stupecki. Andrew Jonathan Super. Jessica A. Sutton. Sarah Marie Sutton, or Marissa Sutton, excuse me. Shayna Rose Swerdlow. Jennifer Lynn Swatell. James D'Artagnan Swider. Zachary Andrew Sapanos. Dylan J. Tanner. Nicholas Joseph Terach III. Jamie Leanne Tadalinsky. Hannah Taub. Kevin Alexander Takansik. Sierra Tay. Sydney Marie Thomas. Taylor Marie Thomas. Aaron Daniel Thompson. Brittany Marie Thompson. Timothy R. Thompson. Stephanie L. Tyrak. Ivana Bianca Tomic. Joseph Austin Tomlitz. Nicholas Austin Toth. Ryan Marie Trivette. Mackenzie A. Tribbiano. Miranda L. Tribbiano. Mariah Nicole Trubisky. Heen Huang Trong. Jessica Cherney. Brandon David Tennell. Mitchell Dean Tungquist. Caitlin Rose Turkey. Abigail Christine Uhr. Kayla Christine Olbrich. Megan E. Ewell. Ryan A. Ewell. Brooke Ann Vadnal. Latana Me Vatananana. Brock William Venman. Marissa Angelica Vassell. Andrew Jonah Vicente. Alexander Michael Vitalik. Samuel Evan Vilk. Alyssa Grace Vitolo. Callan Jessa Vos. Christian Scott Vokirka. Jeffrey Cody Vorndran. Josip Vukancic. Dana Joseph Wadge. Heather L. Walker. Rachel Lee Wallace. David Michael Wallach. Jacob M. Walland. Heather A. Walster. Aaron Scott Wank. Alan Mark Wardiner. Eliza Ray Watson. Elizabeth Ruth Weaver. Tristan R. Weber. Daniel Joseph Weiss. Daniel Joseph Wenzel. Ashley Marie Westbrook. Kayla Marie Wheeler. Haley Louise Whitcomb. Heidi E. Widmer. Anna C. Wild. Caitlin N. Williams. Peter James Williams. Tyler Theodore Williams. Samuel R. Wilson. Jacqueline Jessica Wisniewski. Hannah Ray Young. Caitlin Zdanowitz. David Anthony Zay. Dominic Raphael Zulli. Taylor Ann Zerzow. Krista Zivzik. Mario Giuliano Znauer. And Matthew John Zolchek.
Good. Keep that going. Nice job, everybody. Congratulations. Life is like a roller coaster. You will experience some challenges, similar to the steep inclines. Unexpected curves will come your way. Lean on a friend. Dark tunnels may be a bit scary. Hold on to a friend. At some point, you'll be able to coast. Enjoy the moment. Today, we're at the park's entrance in the ride of your life. Ride all the rides. Take some risks. Step out of your comfort zone. Experience all the rides. Take a friend. Hold on to a friend. Or become a friend. But most of all, live, love, laugh. Speaking of roller coasters, let's take a ride on one right now. Thank you. Please stand for the sing of our alma mater. Good people, get up front. Right here, guys. Right here. Up on the step. There you go. There you go. So that you. Graduates, make sure that the tassel is on the right side of your cap. Now move it to the left. Congratulations, Mentor High School class of 2014. Class dismissed.